founded paradise for I, official, and the princess.
Ouais. Allô? C'est bon, ça a l'air de fonctionner, je pense. Bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui, on se retrouve pour un live. Live de la mise à jour.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
Alors. Le but, c'est qu'on aille au haut de la montagne pour commencer la mission. Parce que la mise à jour, elle s'est faite. On a eu une nouvelle mission d'aventure. Et on va le faire en live. Il y a eu beaucoup de mises à jour aussi. Beaucoup d'ajouts. Ah non, non, il faut pas me casser les pieds. Bon, on va les détruire. Hop, déjà un. Je sais pas combien j'en ai détruit, mais... Allez. Toi, du vol dans le vide. Ah non, c'est même pas dans la cause du vide. Toi, hop, voilà. Et le dernier, il est où? Salut toi. Bah voilà. Fais-moi de malin. Hop. Maintenant, il faut monter en haut de la montagne pour accéder à la mission. Non, en plus ici, j'ai Oculus normalement, mais j'ai tout récupéré, donc du coup... Non, mais comment je vais faire pour monter là-haut? Si j'ai réussi à récupérer le Oculus qui est en haut, c'est que j'ai forcément réussi à monter, mais où? Je crois que c'est ici. Ouais, ça me semble d'être bon. Ouais, bah écoutez, ça semble être bon parce que ça a l'air bien fait. Regarde là-haut, c'est la chambre de Jade.
Since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Bon bah attends, comment on peut y accéder? Alors déjà il y a une petite plateforme là, et ça... Ah, bon, bah, on a trouvé.
Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Bon alors on va tester si ça marche. Où est-ce qu'elle est? Là. Hop là. Bah oui.
Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan, then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there! Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? resta. Oh, right. This method does seem a bit unsafe. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Alors, rendez-vous vers la balise de Guizhou. Et déjà, on va prendre le coffre avant. Ah! Elle est où la balise de Guizhou? Ah, il est derrière. Là. Alors, non mais c'est là où on a réparé le truc tout à l'heure. Tout à l'heure, la dernière fois. Bah ouais, je suis à la balise.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us! Now Paimon's mad! You! Over there! This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless!
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come!
Allez hop, c'est parti. Je suppose qu'on va devoir les affronter. Ah oui. Ça se fait à des kilomètres. Bon bah venez là. Hein. Hop. Toi crève. Ouais, j'ai pas réussi à les tuer. Ça veut dire qu'ils vont respawner ici avec tout leur HP, ça va pas être cool. Non, tu m'as pas eu. Hop, toi, t'es down. Où sont les deux autres? Lui, il est respawn. Allez. Ah non, toi, tu restes là. Ah, il y en a encore. Ah oui. Bon, on va prendre Shangli. Qu'est-ce que tu crois chercher? Qu'est-ce que vous croyez chercher? Alors maintenant, simple, vous réunissez ici, voilà, vous faites tous des petits liens par un. Hop, toi t'es mort. Ah ouais, moi aussi je vais le faire. Bien. Bah alors. En bas? Bon, on reste tout en bas. Ça m'arrange. Ça m'arrange en somme. Comme ça, je peux tout paramétrer comme il faut. Salut. Ah bah t'es revenu. Ah non, ne retombe pas tout en bas, s'il te plaît. Viens par ici. Viens, viens. Viens ici. Salut. Maintenant, tu peux venir avec moi. Voilà. Hop. Non, prends pas d'enjeu, on t'a dit. Hop, là il reste encore des ennemis. On va les réunir. Voilà, on les rassemble un petit peu, on les rassemble encore. Hop. Venez, venez encore. Hop. C'est bon, je vais faire ça avec. Ils sont partis où? Ils ont juste chuté, ça va, ils peuvent remonter.
Attack! Lithic Triad!
Right hand into the fire.
Hop là. On va faire un petit stage en bas.
Take the target alive!
Quand on va terminer. Hop. Le dégâts de chute, normalement tu gagnes. Non. Hop, voilà. Qu'est-ce que vous avez assez? Au revoir. Bah voilà. Easy.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than... How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future...
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber is the greatest honor.
Favor? But... Wait That's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Leah's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Leah's culture.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back. Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Bon, alors, où est-ce qu'on doit aller? Trouver les matériaux dont Paimon a besoin. Qui sont... Oh, ça va, ils sont à côté, on peut juste planer. Là, en bas. Il y a un endroit où elle veut son ingrédient. Ah, c'est un bloc. Bah oui, elle en a parlé.
Look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
C'est bien lui, moi. Ouais, c'est lui. C'est là? Par contre là Ouais, tu vas me casser un peu les pieds la chaussure. C'est bon, la chaussure est morte. Non, tu t'en veux pas. Voilà. Mais non mais. Hop, hop. On va finir avec lui, voilà. Alors maintenant le prochain il est en face. Là. Mais non mais ça c'est des pilleurs.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Bonjour. Alors, vous connaissez la mort? Là c'est bientôt. Dans bientôt pour vous. Donc on va faire un petit truc en même temps. Hein. Toujours charger ses secondes de vie. Oh, ils se sont envolés eux, ils sont partis où? Ah c'est là toi. Voilà. Salut. Il s'est fait martyriser.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrappings. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon Sugar Frosted Slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Alors, rendez-vous à la bijouterie. Non, je sais pas ce qu'il faut se TP. Ouais, voilà. Tatali tatatali tata. Allez, let's go. Alors, où est-ce que je dois aller maintenant? Oh, ça va, c'est là. C'est pas si loin non plus. Bonjour.
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Yes.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Alors, on va... Oh! Du coup, faut aller par où? Par là-bas? Alors. Ouais, à partir d'ici, je ne peux pas monter. Il faut que je monte sur ce pilier à la limite. On va attendre la stamina. Hop, normalement là, ça suffit. Je viens d'avoir peur. J'ai cru que j'allais tomber. Ouais, ça va, le guide il est juste là. Salut.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
T'as tout compris.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Ah, on se fait téléporter directement dans la chambre. Ah ouais. Y a pas le temps, hein.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, one day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But as such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No, everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
Ah, faut que je retourne lui parler.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Eh ben... C'est qu'elle fait flipper quand même. Elle peut être commode, mais elle fait flipper quand même. Moi, j'aime pas ça.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
C'est vrai que c'est beau. Ah ouais, c'est beau quand même. Attendez, j'ai envie de prendre une photo, les gars. C'est vraiment beau. Comment on fait pour prendre une photo? L1? Non. L1? Full arrière-plan? Non. Non. Je sais pas s'il faut faire comme ça. Non, dissimuler lui. Ah. Comme ça. Attends, excusez-moi, hein, ça coupe, c'est juste que je vais faire une capture d'écran du jeu, quoi. Attendez. Sauvegarder la capture d'écran. Voilà, c'est bon. On peut retourner à nos préoccupations. Oh, c'est grand quand même, hein. Pour un petit endroit en hauteur, c'est vraiment grand. Et c'est vraiment beau. Attends, juste avant que je vienne de te parler, je vais juste récupérer ce qu'il y a là. Voilà.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Avec plaisir.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Vyman's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How—
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Alors, ramasser un des morceaux de document sur le panneau.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying... Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Alors, maintenant je suppose qu'il faut que je quitte le truc. Rendez-vous à l'endroit indiqué sur le doc. Il y a rien à prendre ici? Non. J'ai pas l'impression. C'est quand même très beau, hein. J'aimerais bien rester là. Hein. Ah, ça finira de charger, j'espère. Moi et les fameux temps de chargement. Du coup, est-ce que vous pensez qu'on peut planer jusque là-bas? Eh ben non, on va pas le faire du coup. Il n'y a pas besoin de planer jusque là-bas. Il y a un truc juste à côté. Alors, bon bah voilà, hop, on est à côté. C'est tout en bas. Hop, on va planer jusque tout en bas. Oh! Ah non. Alors toi, je t'aime pas, toi. Ah, c'est des adeptes de Fautus, ça? Bon, on va buter toi en premier parce que toi, t'es plus chiant. Oh là là, je m'en doutais qu'elle allait faire son truc. Alors, hop. Vas-y, Gooba, get them. Hop. Pas encore. C'est bon. Lui il a down. On va appeler. Viens par là toi. Viens ici. Ah les deux ils viennent en même temps, mince. Oh ça va être dangereux cette histoire. Ouais je m'en doutais. Alors on va juste prendre quelque chose pour nous soigner et on va prendre quelque chose pour nous renforcer en termes de dégâts aussi. Hop. On va manger un petit poulet là. Et on va augmenter notre défense et on va augmenter notre attaque. Hop là. L'électricité ça marche bien sur eux. Alors toi, tu t'es téléporté où? Toi tu vas juste manger ça. Hop là. Toi tu vas trouver. Oh voilà, l'entrée. Voilà. Toi aussi tu vas mourir. Hein. C'est pas encore mort? Mince. Moi j'aurais cru. Bah voilà. Il en reste encore. Ok, oh non. Tiens. Ouais mais il peut pas nous tirer dessus à partir de là. Non, il tire que tout droit. Il était pourri comme boss quoi. Par contre je comprends toujours pas pourquoi j'arrive pas à briser sa garde de magie. Mais c'est pas grave. C'est bien il arrive pas à me toucher. Donc en fait on a juste à le taper un peu sous les pieds, c'est un peu con hein mais... Non en fait faut toujours rester en dessous de lui. Comme ça il n'arrive pas à toucher. Je viens de comprendre. Il est combien de PV? Allez, on va lâcher un moment. On n'a même pas réussi à briser son bouclier de magie et on a quand même à le défoncer. Alors, même les blops à côté sont plus puissants. Oh là par contre, ah oui par contre si tu te fais tirer dessus c'est 1000 dans la tête. Hein. Ça c'est moins cool. Allez, finissons genre. Allez. Voilà. Par contre, les PV, ça y va pas trop là. On va leur donner quelques PV un petit peu. Hop. Hop. Ça va se régénérer un peu avec le temps. C'est où? 11, 9, 7, 5, c'est ça.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for? Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Tio created, talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Alors. Je peux pas me téléporter plus rapidement ici? Si, à côté des ruines. Même les plaines. J'aurais dû me téléporter aux plaines, c'était beaucoup plus proche. Bon. Non, toi, ne te réveille pas, s'il te plaît. Moi, c'est bien, tu m'auras pas. Moi, je me pars. Tu m'attraperas jamais. Par contre, toi. Hop, donne-moi ta viande. Oh, il avait quand même réussi à me viser.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy-schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you...
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing. Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
Bon, bah, ça va, c'est à côté. Excusez-moi si je parle pas trop, hein. Je sais pas trop quoi dire exactement. Ah, je vous laisse vivre l'aventure avec moi. Ah, des fleurs. C'est les fleurs qu'on cherche en plus. Tant mieux.
Whenever you're ready. Da 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 da.
Ah non, hein. Ce truc là j'ai déjà entendu. Et vous savez où est-ce que je l'ai entendu? Ah les trois, hein? Ce chant là j'ai entendu par Lisa. Elle le chante pareil. Non non non. Hop. Une... Oula 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 oula. C'est quoi ces Glitlingen là? Mais lâchez-moi bordel. Ok, j'ai toujours coupé pour l'indice. Je vais faire gaffe. Ah bah ouais. J'ai dit que je devais faire gaffe et tout compte fait j'ai pas fait gaffe. Mais c'est quoi ces persos sérieux là? On va finir par le détruire à force. Hein. Voilà, le mieux c'est que... Allez. Putain, les persos ils deviennent de plus en plus forts, c'est un peu embêtant. Hop. Pourtant mon perso il est assez cheaté quoi, je comprends pas. Allez. Voilà. Enfin.
Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's-her-face? Paimon can't remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you...
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city...
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies...
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and...
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Alors là, il faut qu'on retourne à attends, Liu... Oh là là, j'arriverai jamais à le dire. À Liu. Hop, c'est juste là. On va te foudroyer la bouche, tu vas. Salut. Ah, c'est un adepte encore.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like... However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Whew. Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it! If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Voilà. Rendez-vous à la chambre d'or, qui se trouve à beaucoup de kilomètres. Hein? J'ai jamais été dans cette partie-là, bah tiens. J'ai jamais été tout en bas de la map. Bah à cet endroit-là, j'ai jamais été. Ça fera un truc à visiter en plus, c'est parfait. Mais non, mais... Ah si. Si, c'est bon. Ah, il y a deux chiens ici, tiens, je sais pas au courant. Bon, on va passer par le chemin, ce sera mieux. Ah si, je suis déjà venu devant les statues là, mais j'ai jamais été là-bas au fond. Du coup, ça va être le... j'ai envie de voir à quoi ça ressemble. Voilà, je comprends pourquoi je suis jamais venu, parce que ça j'ai jamais vu. Attends, j'ai envie de passer par l'entrée du coup. Ah oui, c'était pas ce qui volait tout à l'heure, ça? Non, ça c'est la chambre d'or, c'est pas la chambre de jade. L'ombre d'or. Ah, ok. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas besoin de trucs? Commencer. Bon, bah, ça va être parti. Hein. Ça fait longtemps qu'on n'en a pas eu non plus. Hein. Attendez. Hop là. Faut que je pense à changer de chaise aussi parce qu'elle arrête pas de couiner celle-là.
Wow! This is the golden house? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside?
What?
And so full of Mora.
Bon, par contre, il y a un gars qui s'est fait dépouiller.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
C'est ce que je viens de dire.
Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Alors, trouver l'exuvia. Déjà, on va voir pourquoi il est KO, non? On peut rien faire? Non, pas l'instant. On va faire le tour. Putain, tout cet or qu'il y a ici, c'est incroyable, c'est aberrant. Ah bah lui aussi il s'est fait down.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the more immense, hiding away the exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Donc on va le battre, c'est ça?
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got.
What
So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Reveal thyself!
Bah alors, t'as un peu de mal là?
How unbecoming.
Get them!
Wow, en fait j'ai rien dit. J'ai rien dit, j'ai absolument rien dit. Trop fort, calme-toi. Bon. On va jouer beaucoup plus safety là. Ouais, je me repasse le stock de nourriture. Alors on va augmenter l'attaque et la défense. Hein. Augmente l'attaque et la défense. Ouais. Calme-toi, je t'ai dit. On t'a dit quoi?
Poor timing. A clear shot.
What the fuck?
How unbecoming. Not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. Dodge this. What's the hurry?
Il a changé de classe.
What's the hurry?
Alors?
You've got some skills.
Ah ouais, ça va l'autofocus. Eh non.
No use hiding back there. Dodge this. Something else catch your eye?
Calme-toi, calme-toi, calme-toi,
Nice and
calme-toi.
spicy.
Calme-toi.
Shadow Witch. The insubordination.
Wow, wow, wow. Mais régène mon personnage, hein. Attends. Wow, il se calme, hein. Il est chaud.
Mais...
What? C'est quoi ce one shot de turfu là? Eh non. Mais what the fuck, c'est pas possible. Je suis en train de les perdre un par un.
You've got some skills.
Wow. Attendez là. Je peux pas réa quelqu'un si. Alors juste on va réa Fischl. Ah ouais mince. Y a pas que Fischl qui est dedans. J'ai encore mes effets de potion.
No use hiding back there. My turn. I'll crush you. This doesn't look good.
Ouais, son autofocus il est trop chiant.
All you do is run.
Non, faut pas que je fasse le débile. Faut pas que je fasse le débile. Faut pas que je fasse le débile. Non, faut pas faire le débile. Alors. Je peux plus la régène. Alors, comment je pourrais procéder? Encore une défense, encore de l'attaque. Oh non.
One shall descend
Once
again.
Vas-y. Ne me dis pas que c'est pas terminé, hein. Quoi? Mais n'importe quoi, on l'a battu.
Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Hein? What the fuck? What?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you!
c'est un nouveau boss? Ah non. Les gars, tous mes persos sont down. Donc s'il te plaît. Fischl.
You got to the gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the golden house to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the gnosis over, now.
Non, ne t'approche pas. Ne t'approche pas.
We didn't take it!
En tout cas, ce perso est plus. On peut lui assigner des coups, ça. Non. Hop, on a assigné un petit coup. Non. Alors, ça c'est pas bon. Hop, là on va lui assigner quelques petits coups. Non, ça c'est les petits coups. Hop. Oh, oh, par contre, j'étais pas au courant. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah, c'est sa baleine bleue. Et on utilise à peu près les mêmes attaques qu'il y avait la dernière fois.
Die here.
Alors là il rigole plus. Hein.
This realm is no home for a princess.
Alors, juste, c'est quoi ce châtiment là? T'es en train de me dire qu'il faut que je dépense tout? Non, hein, je peux pas. C'est impossible. Tu es trop cheat.
No rest for the...
I summon thee.
Ah ouais, mais non, mais c'est n'importe quoi comment tu fais mal. Non, on lui a mis que ça pour l'instant. Ok, mon perso est mort. Il est mort. Comment on fait? Oh non, il me reste que Fischl. Oh non. Pas faire de bêtises. Il est où? Juste à me mettre au centre.
No rest for the wicked.
Ok. J'ai réussi, c'est la première fois que je perds. Mais non, mais là je peux pas abandonner, c'est mort. Comment ça se fait? C'est quoi? Non mais arrêtez, d'habitude les trucs sont pas si forts que ça. Et là, c'est la première fois que je suis confronté à une difficulté pareille. Bah du coup on va s'arrêter là. Hein. Je vais essayer de monter mes persos en niveau pour pouvoir les battre par la suite. Bon bah c'était cool. Hein. On va faire ça la deuxième partie, on va essayer de le battre. Là on a vu à quel point il était fort, mais on va voir pour le prochain coup. Moi je vous dis à la prochaine les amis.